Well, Paul here. I don't know if I like saying Paul from Paul's Path. This sounds kind of corny, but I'm on a path. We're on a sobriety path, and we're living life, and we're having fun. You can see in the videos, dancing. We're going to festivals in Chihuahua. We're talking to governors and trying to help people. You know, trying to save some lives. We're trying to bring 1938 back. We're trying to bring. They wrote a program in 1938, Bill and Bob, with the help of Ebby, Carl Jung, Dr. Carl Jung, and Roland Hazard, and the Oxford group, and it worked. They never seen anybody fail. You know, they used to say, "Never have we seen a person fail," and it got watered down somewhere along the way. We started doing ships in the '60s, and then it started to be about, instead of losing interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows, what happened was, with a lot of meetings, and I'm putting AA down, I'm putting what AA is perfect. AA, the program of AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, is in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. But the meetings are good. Some meetings are really good. I love book studies. Speaker meetings are good, you know. What happens at some meetings is people are talking about what sobriety did for them, the job they got, and in the car they got, and the girl and everything, and whatever happened. Like, that's not the message. We have to lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Our lives depend on constant thoughts of others and how we may help meet their needs. That's the message. I mean, yeah, sobriety has given me a lot. It's given me my son back, but that is not why I'm sober. The reason I'm sober is because I'm helpful and I'm useful. I'm working for God today. He don't care how much money I make, but he does care about me helping his children, you know. And I didn't write this program. I'm just a guy that did a lot of research on the history of Alcoholics Anonymous, and I'm a guy that basically goes by the book, because if I come up with my own little twist or whatever, and what works for me, you know, instead of like, and I'm going to do this in a minute, you know, about step 11, but if I come up with my own little thing, like when I got sober when I was new, I would run 6 miles, right, on the beach in Long Beach there on the peninsula, and that doesn't work for the guy I'm sponsoring who's in a wheelchair, you know, like it. But if you look at the book, all the directions they're giving can work for every color, whether you're sick or not, every race, every language. It works, and works. You know, for any weather, you know, for cold countries and warm countries, for rainy countries and dry countries, right? So, you know, when we retire at night, we constructively review our day. This is what I'm going to do real soon here, you know, and we're going to look at, like, were we thinking about ourselves all day long? You know, we're human. I did a little bit of that, but man, or was I thinking about others and how I could help others? And these videos are good. Some people down here in Mexico are going to make sure that I go viral on social media to get the message out there. I'm getting a lot of good feedbacks on the videos and stuff. So it's all from God, you know. It's just, so what I was thinking about earlier was, like, what do you do? You know, what do you do? Like, if you don't know what to do, what do you do? And you know what I forgot to tell you? The 12 and 12 talks about the St. Francis prayer. And if you don't know what to do, read the St. Francis prayer. It's an action prayer. What does that mean? That means praying is asking God, where should I be? What should I do? Meditation is listening to God. And if you look very carefully, it's not the St. Francis prayer. Look in the book. It says it's basically the St. Francis meditation. Because meditation is listening to the answers from God. And the answer is, when I don't know what to do, I can do the St. Francis prayer. Well, how do you do the St. Francis prayer, Paul? Well, you do it by, where there's despair, you bring hope. And where there's darkness, you bring light. And you try to love, comfort, and understand rather than look for understanding and love and comfort. It's by self-forgetting that one finds. So it's by self-forgetting that I'm going to get some of those things myself, as long as I focus on God's first, you're second, I'm third. And when things happen in that order, I get everything I need and a lot of what I want. If I got everything I wanted, I'd be dead today. But I always get what I need, you know. And a lot of I'm living by the beach, you know, in Mexico. Turquoise waters in the middle of the winter. That's a pretty big gift. But I don't want to talk about that too much because it proves that sobriety is great. But I'm not sober today because I'm swimming on the beach. That's not going to keep me sober. Matter of fact, it could get me drunk if I get away from the program. I'm sober today because of the people I'm helping. Because I'm following spiritual principles in the book. Because I've had a personality change sufficient to recover from alcoholism and drug addiction. Okay? I'm not the same person I was when I walked in the rooms and opened that book 19 years ago. It's called A Spiritual Awakening. You look in the back of the book, Spiritual Awakening, Spiritual Experiences, a personality change sufficient to recover from alcoholism. That's all it is. We are not the same man will drink again. So I'm not that restless, irritable, discontent kind of guy. I'm not that angry, resentful. I know a lot of people think I am angry, but I'm really not. Just because I'm not a doormat and just because I fight fire with fire, if you come at me, I'm going to say something and defend myself, but it doesn't mean I'm angry. It doesn't mean I'm angry. It just means that I'm showing people, my son and guys I sponsor, and especially down here now, that we're not doormats, you know. If I get angry over it or resentful, shame on me. They just took my power. See, I'm not letting them off the hook by forgiving them. I'm letting me off the hook. I'm the one that wants to be. I'm a free man today. If they're the problem again, I have enslaved myself. I'm a slave to them. I'm really a slave to God today. That's the only... I am a slave to God today. I absolutely do everything I think God is telling me to do, and I'm not perfect. And nobody's perfect. There's a lot of guys in the program that do it a lot better than me. But I try. I do my best, you know. Anyway, so yeah, we retire at night, look at our day. It's all there on page 86. And were we thinking about ourselves? We were thinking about others. You know, what could we have done better? We ask God, you know, we're going to ask God, like, what could we have done better, you know? So check it out. This video is way too long. I'm trying to keep the videos down to 5 minutes, but hopefully you like this one. And if anybody... you know, is struggling and needs any help, DM me. DM me on Facebook, you know, Pauljes67, TikTok, Robert.Jessam, Instagram, at Pauljes67, you know. All right, guys. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you mañana.